On the 7th of April, 164 BC, news of another death shakes the city of Saqqara. The sacred bull is dead. This bull, called the Apis, represents the fertility and strength of Egypt. In its lifetime, it is worshipped. In death, it is honored as a god. In its temple in Memphis, the bull is washed and anointed with perfumed oils. Its body is drained of blood. This is the beginning of the bull's mummification. The whole process will take 70 days. In the Serapeum in Saqqara, the bull's death is exciting news. In 70 days, its mummified body will be carried in state from Memphis to Saqqara and buried here. The funeral will bring thousands of pilgrims to Saqqara. This is a national event that most Egyptians will see just once in their lifetime. The cult of the Apis bull demands two special mourners, virgin twins. Handmaidens who will guide it on its passage to the underworld. Tawis and Tagis will be honored as priestesses. At a stroke, their luck has changed. They will receive a small weekly wage, just enough to live on, paid in the form of tokens. They also get a promissory note, a check that they will be able to cash in when the bull is buried in 70 days' time. It's worth a small fortune. Now, every day, until the next bull dies, the girls will dress in mourning to worship its spirit. For the first time since their mother threw them out, they are secure. At this time, Tagis tells Ptolemaeus one of her dreams, which still survives among his letters.
تموت إيروسو جاي شوفي وجهك لبنتي إسبي محصن أنصب إتن وطف إف بالإيرو حاطح صن أنصب إتن اسبما أمو أن أي أنثر أو إحمو حمبومي حمبوجي تموتو إيروسو جاي تيواشطر إحمو
تيواشطر إحمو
يمكن لك تفسر لي هاد الحلمة.
Despite everything she's done to them, the twins still long for their mother's love. At the Bull's Temple in Memphis, the job of mourning begins. As handmaidens to the dead bull, Towers and Taggis are now celebrities. But soon their half-brother Pacrates reappears unexpectedly in their lives. In their letter, the girls take up the story. Pacrates has done nothing to help the twins. They've no reason to trust him. But he manages to convince them. Perhaps Taggis believes he'll be the way to the reconciliation with their mother she longs for. Whatever their reasons, the girls take Pacrates back to Saqqara with them. It's a decision they will regret. For hundreds of years, each Apis bull has been embalmed in exactly the same way. The process is described in a document that still survives today.
آتي حنو تحني قاس سوق حر أمو حر عاق قاس ونوتي بون حر حاونوتي تر أنتي نوفي أموخي أمفوتي بر حاونوتي حر أنوتي إفي معا إرسن
The bull's organs are removed washed and dried in salt. Only its heart, which the Egyptians believe is the seat of the soul, is put back into its body. The brain is considered to be of no importance and is removed through the nostrils. The bull's body will then be covered with salt for 40 days and finally wrapped in linen, ready for its burial in Saqqara. On the day of the funeral, the traders in the Serapeum get ready for their biggest business opportunity in a generation. Pacrates, who has been living with the twins for the past 2 months, will be left behind while they go to Memphis for the start of the procession. He discovers their promissory note with the rest of their earnings.
نعم ناجس نعم يلا انت ديما معطلانه يلا زيدي يلا انت تبعني يلا زيد تبعني
Now it seems that Pacrates also has business in Memphis. The high priest of the cult of the Apis bull is about to appear. The funeral has begun. And Tagis, the bull's sacred twins, take their place in the procession to Saqqara. While the procession goes through the streets of Memphis, the twins' mother gives her instructions to Pacrates. He reaches the Serapeum well ahead of the procession. The bull and its servants descend into the catacombs, where it will be buried. Tawes and Taghis will now remain virgins and serve the Apis bull until they are replaced by the next pair of twins. It could be 20 years before they regain their freedom from the temple. Only the promissory note guarantees them a future.
كلهم الفلوس ما كاينينش قلت لك ما تثقش بخاطس قلتها لك شوفي خليها تشد بخاطس
هذه واللي ولا بس عليهم شنو هي هذه؟
جويميات ولا لاباس عليهم عندهم الحق يشدوا الدقيق والسكر.
Twins have lost everything. Their savings, the promissory note, and any deluded hope that their mother loves them.
دابا اللي غادي يشوفوا شنو يبقى لهم.
In the dream chambers of the Serapeum, the twins compose their plea to the pharaoh. The letter is their last resort.
On pénètre et pompé, Digikelawi et pompé. On osihaba et totinas. Kivis et Christos ukayanim on peniot. Et kunas hanu u asihapr. Atertonte hamuntnan. Mavtonte ojai.
Mavtonte ojai.
شكرا. قلت منا توصلوا لهاد البرية.
ما يكون غير الخير إن شاء الله.
إن شاء الله.
The twins' letter was never answered. Perhaps they were naive to think that the pharaoh would help them. And we can only assume that they never got back their stolen fortune. We know from his archive that Ptolemaeus lived out his life interpreting dreams within the confines of the Serapeum. It's his brother, Apollonius, who gives us our last glimpse of the twins. It seems he fell in love with Tagias. And in a letter written 4 years after these events, he says, beyond this, we know nothing more about the lives of the twins. Saqqara, the city of broken dreams, is now a desert. Dominated by the 5,000-year-old pyramid of King Djoser. A 150 years after this story, Egypt was absorbed into the Roman Empire. The Serapeum Temple was destroyed. But below ground, the catacombs of the Apis bull cult still survive. They were rediscovered in the 19th century. Over 60 bulls were buried here. Each of their granite coffins marks the lives of a pair of sacred virgin twins.
These highly illustrated books for adults or children to go with the series are in the shops. To order, call 0870 1234344 or click onto channel4.com/shop. Next Thursday at 9, a profile of a household favourite whose troubles have recently culminated in a breakdown. Inside the mind of Frank Bruno. Next, Graham Needs a Word.